It's so funny. I'm gonna hear you doing the Chainsaw Man opening on the recording. Maybe I'll use that as the opener. So now you finished Arlong Park. This is one of the bigger arcs from the beginning. I would say like this is most people's gateway arc into whether they decide One Piece is for them or not. So how are you
Understandable.
feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. Was it painful and did I cry a lot? Yes. Yes, but I'm good.
Good, good, good. Then we can go ahead and get into these questions. Number one, of course, your favorite characters from this arc.
Okay. So I have one main character, or not main character. I have one character that absolutely yes. Oh my gosh, yes. And then I have two that I'm like, you're great and awesome. So the two that are like supporting favorite character, Nojiko and Hachan. Very separate sides of this whole
Yeah, I
ordeal.
was gonna
But
say.
no, because like that's her sister, and her sister took care of her, and her sister was there, and like talk about a crying scene as well. Like Nojiko has really done her part to make sure that Nami was safe and had what Nami needed, and like what good older sibling power there. I love it. Good job, Nojiko.
We do love older siblings. Not that I would
We
know, I'm an only
do.
child, but you know.
I am the older sibling. But yeah, I don't know. Like for me, it definitely brought out a certain tenderness, and I'm weak to tender women.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Nojiko was, but
Anyway.
Nojiko was excellent. And then we have Hachan, a silly member of this very bad team. Hachan is, I don't know if you'd call him like one of the lieutenants of Arlong, but he's definitely one of like the main crew members.
I would say he's a
He
lieutenant, yeah.
Okay, he gets his own fight in which I was a little worried about the fight.
Because Zoro's already injured?
Yeah, because my boy was not doing that. And he's like, yeah, I'll take you on by myself. And I'm like, you idiot. But fine. But also Zoro, right? Previous arc, Zoro has promised and vowed that he is not losing a fight. And my man sticks to the promise. So good job. Good job, Zoro. But no, Hachan was just a very goofy character. And
He is, yeah.
I don't know, the way he spoke, the way he interacted, and the way he fought was just all very entertaining. It was a fight that I was really engaged with. And he is, to me, probably the most likable of the Arlong pirates.
That's very fair.
And then, peak favorite character.
I mean, you didn't like Lips McGee over there?
Listen! Belmare.
Ooh.
There was no way we were getting out of this arc and she wasn't gonna be my favorite. And you know that. You knew that before we even got to this fucking arc.
I 100% was waiting for us to meet Belmare, like, since the beginning. Because I'm just like, how do you... like I said,
Yeah.
this arc is the arc for all the beginning arcs. So, like, when you talk about, like, really memorable moments, like, historical groundbreaking moments in the series, it's that.
This is one of them.
This is one of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, character design, fucking peak. Excellent. Great. I'm very gay, so like it matches. Found family aspect. Belmare was like, yeah, I am willing to lay down my life, and did.
And
Right?
did.
Like, you know, like that's the thing. She was like, I am protecting these girls. They are my family. Calls them her daughters. I blubbering. I absolutely loved Belmare. What a fun character. Gone too soon, but very, very, very impactful in the short amount of time that she was on screen, and obviously very impactful in Nami and Nojiko's life.
Right. Would you say that this is also your favorite story moment? It's just like the flashback. Would you say that it's
Yeah.
more like the entire flashback, or would you say like it's that moment where she stands up to Arlong and she's like, "These are my daughters." Period.
Okay, so definitely these are my daughters. That is my favorite moment of the flashback, favorite moment in the arc. And the impact that it has from seeing all the rest of the flashback is what made that so impactful. Seeing, because Belmere wasn't, she wasn't just a doting mother. She was pretty hard on the kids and like was like, hey, like this is what we need to do. But she provided for them. And like, so the context of that, I think also, if I remember correctly, she's just like, well, I don't really want kids, but like y'all can stay here, that's fine. And
Well,
and there's a certain roughness about her,
100%, yes. Because
because she's been in the Marines.
yes, so like when Genzo talks about her, you get the flashback of her like injured on the ground as a Marine. And she's
Yeah.
basically like lost all of her passion for life. She's just like, if this is it, I don't want to be a part of this. Like she's just numb, basically. She's got nothing.
Yeah.
And it's only when she sees Nojiko holding Nami and she fully decides to adopt them, that her life starts to have meaning again. It's funny because like Gento talks about it, but like Belmare was the punk kid in the village. She was the troublemaker. They never thought she would ever settle down, let alone decide to have children or anything. But like as soon as she comes back and she has those 2 kids and she's like, I'm gonna raise them. Everyone's like,
responsible.
Whoa, well, yeah, she's responsible. She's choosing to do she's choosing to do this. I'm not gonna say the right thing because there are many other things that would have been right in this situation.
100%. But she took on that responsibility.
She chose to do that knowing that she's also not financially in a good place. Because while they're growing up, right, Nami talks about the hand-me-downs and everything, and they don't have enough money. Like, she can never buy books. That's why she ends up stealing.
Yes. Thus begins our thief's tale. But yeah, all of that helped endear me to her and create that exceptionally powerful moment.
So, talking about themes, you did mention found family, and 100%, that's probably the biggest theme in this entire
it's
arc.
From just Belmare and the sisters Nojiko and Nami. And also the village. That odd family fitting in to this village that is not doing hot and is being extorted and everything.
Yeah, extortion was a really... it feels like it's always been a big thing, but like especially so when Arlong came to town.
Yeah, there was no way that you were getting around that. That's such a central part of this arc. Back to the found family, it's like the village where Nami, the reason that she's doing what she's doing is to buy back the village, and she thinks that the villagers don't know. And then the big reveal of they knew the entire time, but they knew that they had to behave that way. It's backing up what somebody believes in and seeing it through to its end in a way.
It really reminds me of like it takes a village to raise a child. That whole saying.
Yes.
I wanted to also bring up that besides the whole found family thing, financial security is also a pretty big one in this arc.
Yeah.
And you see that financial security ends up following Nami pretty much the entire time afterwards too. It's like a core aspect of her character. Like even when she's part of the Straw Hats and she doesn't have to really worry about money anymore, she's still very concerned about money. And like it becomes a funny comic relief aspect of her personality that she like loves money. But when you see her backstory, it's less about greed. It's more about
it's about security.
Yeah, it's financial freedom is what I would
I think we see that with not financial freedom specifically, but the freedom from these sufferings.
So now that we've got the good feelies out, let's talk about the bad feelies. How many times did you cry during Arlong Park?
So I have at least 4. I think it's 5. And that sounds like a small number, but I will remind you, I did 8 over 4 arcs and 5 in this one arc.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
To quickly touch on those, right? We've already mentioned Belmare's death scene. No way I'm not crying during that.
Yeah.
The flashbacks in general of seeing how Nami painted herself as, this conniving person, and then seeing the ultimate action of the village knowing that everything was going on. That reveal got me. It's not a scene, but that reveal was everything to me.